Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Now, in the last episode, we set up this guy over here, a turbine generator. So as you can see, it's got some steam in there, and it's generating us... Oh wow, it's actually filled up a lot more than I expected. Not entirely sure why, to be honest with you, but it's filled up pretty well. And it's generating about, what, 300 RF per tick, but I think that's just because it's full. Realistically, it's producing, well, I guess a pretty crazy amount. I'm a little bit confused by what's going on here. We might need to slap in another ender cell to send it to the channel 1 network. Oh, actually, they both seem to be full, so not sure. I don't know, but all we know is that apparently it's working pretty well. We've got everything in place, like where we can dump all the excess steam. We've got, you know, well, that's pretty much it. So it's going pretty well. Another thing you might notice is I've done a little bit of the remodeling that I said, and that's mainly just making this top layer, these, they're called, well, first of all, they're redstone lamps, but then they're, chipped to be ornate redstone lamps, and they sort of look like paper, which I think fits with this little theme a little bit. And then I was gonna see, and I wanted to, like, save it for, the video, which one of these do we want to go with for, like, the walls? So these are chipped glass. This one I quite like. The iron bars look nice, but once again, I don't really want it looking like a prison, I guess. So these look pretty nice. In terms of this side over here, I kind of... that one, I think, looks pretty nice, as well as this one here. This is the one I'm sort of leaning towards, if not that other horizontal one. I quite like this. And then these ones, they don't connect, sadly. Otherwise, that could have been a cool option. So yeah, let me know whether you think like that one, maybe one of these ones you think will look good on a large scale, or whether we just go for that one there. Yeah, anyhow, that was last episode. The benefit of this was obviously power for our system. We were running a little bit low, so this should hopefully, you know, keep us, I guess, I don't know, pushed over that little bit of a ledge there to have enough stuff. But what do we do now? Well, there's a few things I'm thinking. One of which is I don't know if this will be the main focus, I doubt it will, but I kind of want to improve our smelting over here. So currently we just have one depot, right, that's doing smelting. Realistically, if I were to move this stuff, so possibly even switch these over, right, just swap them over, there'll be a little bit of work I have to do under there, whatever. Then in theory, I could place a bunch of depots next to each other. I guess only up to here, so in a way, it's probably not a great idea anyway, but I would like to have multiple depots smelting, just because our smelting is honestly probably the slowest part of our entire system, so I kind of want to work on that. But, you know, we can leave that a little bit. What else should we do this episode? That is, I guess, a decently good question. We could consult the quest book. We've obviously got a bunch of quests in here, some of which we've skipped ahead, or some of which we're not even up to. Mechanism. I don't really know. Okay, there's one thing that we sort of need to do that we've needed to do for a little while, and that is probably get our hands on some nether stars, right? I don't remember specifically what we were looking for in regards to this. Maybe it was the dimensional card. Yeah, I think it might have been this, but it would be pretty good to have nether stars automated, at least to some sort of antimatter constructor. Did this exist? Maybe the packs updated, or maybe the mods updated. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's probably a good thing to have. Now, in regards to getting our hands on infinite withers, we have a few options. Like, we genuinely do. One option is just going out there and killing a wither. You know, we can get some nether stars from that. In doing so, we can do a number of other things. One is we could use data models, and what this would allow us to do is farm withers for wither predictions in a simulation chamber, and then this wither prediction in a loot fabricator will just give you a nether star, right? That's pretty good. It uses a lot of power, which gives us two benefits, meaning one is, well, we've got a lot of power, but the other one is, if we need to, it gives us a reason to, like, make more power, you know what I mean, rather than just sitting where we currently are at, with this guy never needing to be improved or anything. So that's one option. The other option is we could just farm them, you know what I mean? So what that would mean is having them build themselves, whether that's with constructors. Well, actually, I don't think AE2 has constructors. They have formation plates, I believe. This guy here, a formation plate. So this guy would literally, it would place down blocks. So we could use this to set up the placement of the wither skulls and the soul sand and whatnot. For that one, we would obviously have to farm wither skeletons to some degree to get the skulls. it's doable. Same with the soul sand. We'll have to set up some sort of system for that. So that's fun, I guess. And then, yeah. In order to kill them, we would probably use a mob crusher. This guy here, it pretty much destroys withers instantly, so it's pretty good. And in relation to being able to afford it, well, we just can. You know what I mean? So like that's pretty good. And then to actually like house the withers, if you even just search wither, usually you can find some blocks like this right here, wither-proof glass. If we were to, I guess that's probably another option. We can probably get like wither seeds, can't we? Wither skeleton seeds. Maybe there's not actual just like wither seeds. It doesn't really look like it. But regardless, actually no, you know what? It would be nether star seeds, wouldn't it? Yeah, so that's another option. For this one, we would obviously need 4 to begin with, but then we would need insanium essence as well, which you can get your hands on. There's another option as well, you might have noticed, which is the wither bee. We could get our hands on, not the withered bee, but the wither bee. Where's the wither bee? Is that not a thing? Am I crazy? I must be crazy. Is it a nether star bee? Maybe they've like changed it. Nether star. Ancient bee. That's obviously not what we want. No, I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. Because what's this? Nether star shards. Yeah. And these are crafted with essence. Or you get them from a starry bee. Okay. And the starry bee, obviously, you need an ATM star block. We are nowhere near that. Okay. That all adds up. That makes sense. Okay. Well, in that case, what do we want to do? I don't really know. Witherless rose. Cool. I really don't know. I'm trying to like think what would be not only the best but also just sort of the most entertaining for me to do. Well, actually, I guess there's another option which is a pretty easy option, and it is this one that we're looking at right here. If we combine soul sand and withered skeleton skulls with an ender prediction, we get our hands on a nether star. This actually isn't that hard to do, in theory. Ooh, hold on. This might be fun. What if we finally jump into alchemistry? Like I imagine this is really difficult to get to, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because this sounds fun, I guess. Let's bookmark this stuff, right? One of each. And now if I were to want some of this Mendelevium, we would need either a fusion controller to combine like some of this stuff. Okay, sure. Or we would need a dissolver, and we would dissolve with the skeleton skulls. And you get a guaranteed this stuff. Okay. Oh god. Sure. I mean, yeah. You know what? Sure. I like this. We put wither skulls in, we get Mendelevium. Sure. Right, Mendelevium checked off. That's just going to cost us with the skeleton skulls. Easy. Next up is titanium. This we could literally dissolve titanium. Titanium oxide, titanium plates, titanium dust, titanium blocks, or titanium ingots. We could do some crazy stuff with any of that stuff there. Carbon, sulfur. That might be easier. I mean, that just hurt my brain just looking at that. Is there a quest for it? Is there a quest lineup for this alchemistry stuff? There isn't. God, that's actually really painful. I feel like I would genuinely have to be like taking down notes to even get to this point. Unless what we did, and this is an option, unless we just got a dissolver, we just started dissolving things, right? We just dissolved like a bunch of stuff just to get a bunch of this stuff made, and then we see how much of everything we can make. You know what I mean? Hold on. At Alchemistry, right? There is a book that we're going to look at. Reactor inputs, outputs, fission chambers, fission cores, reactors, all some crazy stuff happening. Because I think there's like fission and fusion, yeah, okay. Liquefier, dissolver, combiner, compactor, atomizer. What does the book cost? The book is a book and a stone pressure plate. Can we get our hands on this guy? Isn't there a quest that gives you a book? Does the welcome page do that? Or it gives you a quest book. Well, I guess you're already in the quest book. Does this thing do it? I swear there's like a book it tells you about somewhere. We got this. We're close to that. Oh yeah, there's also like... Yeah. There's quite a few mods we need to get into. Anyhow. We can do this. We can probably make a book. And then we'll make a stone pressure plate. That'll be pretty easy. And we'll check this book out because I'm wondering if it'll give me any tips to try and wrap my head around what we're going to be looking at here. I mean, there's a lot going on. Chemical combiner. And then I click on here, and it just sort of like tells me about it. Okay. Look, I want to give it a shot. I want to jump into the mod just to sort of like see how out of my league it is. You know what I mean? Because it might be easier than it's looking. Maybe. So let's just start making some stuff here, right? So we'll make probably one of each of these, assuming we can. Atomizer's going to need some cauldrons. That's going to be nice and easy. And then voila, we have an atomizer. Cool. Next up, maybe the compactor. Once again, this will be some more pistons. I probably should just order like, you know, a bunch of them, but apparently we don't have stuff for that. Sure. Compactor will also need some pressure plates. That'll be pretty easy. Grab a few of those as well. Compactor, perfect. Next up, I guess, is the combiner. Nice and easy. What else do we have? A dissolver. This guy's going to need magma blocks, which we don't have our hands on. There's a few ways to get our hands on some. The easiest would probably be this thing here, the mechanical drying basin, but we kind of don't have the stuff for that regardless. I could go into the Nether. Did the Nether have magma? It might have magma cubes. I don't know if that's worth it, but yeah, we can hop in. How much of this do we have? We have a bunch of eternal steel. All right, let's go through. I'll hunt down some magma, I guess. We only need like 2 blocks. If we can get more, the more the merrier, I imagine. So we'll see. I also should check if it has like an EMC value, because then we can probably just get it. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, sheep. Where are we? That was for the dissolver. No, the magma doesn't have EMC. None of this stuff in here has EMC. Fire essence. Interesting. No, I don't think we have much in the way of making it any other way. Okay, well anyway. Let's fly this way. I mean, I get that it's just these islands, but I'm wondering if there's like... Oh god, there's like sound playing from some of these guys. We've got some crazy armor. Like, because it's a skyblock, I don't think we'll get our hands on any magma unless it's like in a building. You know what I mean? Like, which I don't even know if it can be. You know what I mean? Like, this is a pretty big room. It's got some chests in it. I guess I could find some in chests. I should probably just take everything, shouldn't I? Might as well. There's actually a lot of stuff here. And I can't open my system yet. I'll tell you what, the nether brick can probably go. The obsidian can probably go. 2 backpacks. That's pretty good. Do we want spawner agitators? We might as well. Why not? What else did we even get here? We got some feeding upgrades if we need those. A bunch of junk. Realistically, I should break the chest so I don't accidentally look at them again, but it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really seeing any magma potential. You know what I mean? Sadly. There's a crazy boss through there. I get that I haven't looked far, but the fact that it's like an empty void, I mean, it's not looking too good. You know what I mean? Like look at this. Do we see anywhere where there would be magma? Like maybe like here, but these are all just nether bricks. It's all just nether bricks. I'm just gonna go back. We'll go back to the base. Oh, actually, hold on. What? Do we think they'd spawn in the other? Maybe? Hold on, let's open backpack. Let's just put nether warts in there to give me an empty space. Maybe. Maybe, I don't remember if this was a proper word. Oh my god. Why is this like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life? This is over Imagined shaders. What happened? Why is this just stunning beyond belief? Wow. Look. Don't know what's happening. Wow. This is beautiful. I don't know what's happened. Why is this so much beautiful, more beautiful than any other dimension we've been in? That's crazy. But yeah, in regards to this dimension and magma, I also don't really think that there's any magma unless there's some like in this area over here that we can potentially check out. Otherwise, like in the magma department, I don't think there'd be much unless maybe underground. I'm just sort of like looking for any sign. Like this stuff over here is, what is it? Sand, but in water. So that's not really magma. I'll tell you what, we'll head up here. Why not? That's going to be in like this direction. We'll make sure we're full jetpack. That'll help us get there a little bit faster. What's this thing? Oh, is that the exit? Yeah, that's the tally pad. Good thing we bookmarked that. Because that would be very difficult to find. But yeah, I'm stunned by this dimension and just the feel of it. Even like the fact that, maybe it's the clouds. Maybe they added clouds. The clouds might be like doing a lot. But even that, like, that is stunning. Who Who did this? Who's responsible for this? I'm not sure, but bravo. Oh, what are you? You're aghast. Okay. Yeah, you're angry, sure. Alright, over here we have whatever this place is. There's campfires, obviously. It's very dark. Maybe that's... You know what? I might have only ever been in this dimension using night vision. Because this is spectacular. Oh, you witches and stuff? Yeah, there's lots of scary mobs in here that are probably going to kill me. But I was really hoping to see something. You know what I mean? Like some nether doohickeys, but... there's nothing here. I can't think of necessarily anywhere else in this dimension. Apart from just maybe in like the forest for whatever reason. But even then, it's not ringing a bell, I guess. We can have a quick little look on the floor. And I mean, it would glow, right? We'd be able to see it pretty easily as we lag through here. I'm probably just going to head back. So in that case, I genuinely don't really know what our plan is to get magma. Unless, oh, we might be able to like create it using this stuff, right? Is there a way to make it using alchemy? Doesn't really look like it, unless maybe the magma cream. Oh, I guess, yeah, slime ball and blaze powder. That's a lot easier to do, isn't it? That actually makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Okay, well, I'll head back, but I'm glad we came in here. This is a beautiful level for the sun to be at. Okay, well, anyway, we're back. In terms of placing this stuff anywhere, I don't know where to put it. I'll be honest. What I should do as well is just get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Pretty much all of this, this. That's pretty much it. Now, there's a few other things I want to do. For example, I want to move this out of this room just to like clear it up completely. Is our inventory clean enough to do this? I think so. Alternatively, you can just pick them up and move them. I should probably just do that, shouldn't I? That's probably going to make it a lot more easier. So this guy, well, yeah, I can actually just slap him on here. And it'll make it a little bit easier, I guess. So I'll pick you up. This is nice. This whole being able to pick things up thing, it's not in every mod pack. In fact, it's normally only in the skyblock mod packs. But it is just a handy mod. Like, not having to put all of this stuff in my inventory is just so nice. You know what I mean? Like, it saves so much time. Even like chests, being able to just pick up a chest and move it. Oh, phenomenal. Genuinely phenomenal. So we'll break this open. I'm going to obviously have to go under here and move the cable around. There's not even a platform down here. Let's go stone brick. We don't have much. Oh god, I always press the wrong button there. I got a backspace, click here, click this, click that, click this. Beautiful. Realistically, the wand is just simply easier to expand with. We'll just do some of this. Sure, beautiful. So this guy... we should be able to just hijack this one, I believe. That's the one we were pulling apart? No. This one would be the one we're pulling apart. As you can see, it's already been pretty much pulled apart. So I can break this apart, break this, head on up here, pick up this guy, because I mean, he's not doing anything, obviously. I guess he had upgrades in him. Now, the question here is, what has that done to our setup? This guy has 31 channels being used. The blue guy only has 23, so we'll be able to make use of that. So what I'm going to do is we'll come down here. We are going to need to grab cables. We'll grab some of you. We are going to need P2P. We're also going to need another dense cyan. That should be fine. Let's go here, P2, grab one of these. Craft a few of them. I mean, we use them quite often. Get them in the system. It's going to save me in the long run. So we want to bring this guy over to here. Perfect, I think. Is that... Yeah, I think this is where it's going. So this guy's going to have a P2P on top. He's going to have that on top. We're still keeping these guys over here for whatever reason. But it's fine. This guy, we're going to right click there to link it up. Beautiful. We can run over here. Put him back away. And then we're good. All I need to do is run this cable up. Like that. And everything should be fine. We should be good to go. So, I'm going to jump back up. And we'll move the rest of the stuff. And then bingo bango. Everything is good. So we'll keep you there. We'll pick you up. Fly over here. Place you there. Place you there. And we're pretty much done. Just this guy left. And then maybe patch up the hole in the floor. And now, this room's a lot tidier. A lot tidier. So let's grab this out again. Place you there. This guy being here Very annoying. Although I guess it lines up with how we've got this part of the building, and this part of the building sort of like not moving anytime soon. So realistically, if we wanted to be there's a ghost there, isn't there? Yep, scary ghost. Realistically, if we wanted to, we would probably want to move all that stuff forward. I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. Okay. Well, in that case, what's the other option? This stuff as well, like, what are we going to do here in terms of design? This thing doesn't need to be here, by the way. This thing's not doing anything at all, to be completely honest with you. What we'll probably do is, I guess, just place this stuff in here. Why not? There we go. So we have what? We have the atomizer. Looks pretty good. I like these 3D textures. They're all very shiny with the, which I guess they should be. They're like some intense laboratory equipment. We have a combiner and we have a compactor. All of these look like they need some power. So we'll grab some of these. I don't think they need much, I would imagine. So we'll slap these guys on the sides. That'll power them up. Beautiful. Cool. Cool. Realistically, we do want this dissolver, I think, and possibly the liquefier. The liquefier is easy. We can craft that one at least. And then I just need to combine some slime balls and stuff. So you'll go there, grab out the ender gate, slap you on. And then can we get our hands on some of this stuff? Magma cream. We need slime balls. Oh, or a molten core from blazes. Oh, and we have an insane amount of these, don't we? Yeah. Oh, easy. Genuinely. So easy to do. So I can craft a bunch of this. Beautiful. Dissolver. That was a lot easier than trying to look for one. So there we go. Ender gate. Beautiful. So now we have all the machines as far as I'm aware. We can obviously go back to at Alchemy. Yep, 5 machines. Obviously, if we want a reactor, we're going to have to put in a little bit more effort. Cool. Where do we go from here? Listen. If we are genuinely working our way towards a Nether star, I mean, sure, right? Sure. Let's give it a shot. What if these looks like it'll be the easiest to get? To be honest, if we're looking at just like from an atomic level, which I'm imagining is what the like thing in the brackets is, right? Like 22 protons in this guy. I recommend we give this a shot. So titanium, for example. Let's see if we can get our hands on titanium. So, we obviously don't have any fission stuff, so we would need a dissolver, and we would need to dissolve titanium, or titanium oxide, I guess. So, we'll bookmark that. Maybe we'll even bookmark an ingot, since that probably makes a little bit more sense. And then how do we get our hands on a titanium ingot? Oh, a honeycomb. Really? But it doesn't exist. I guess that maybe this is saying like you could. Anyway, we could compact titanium. So, I have a feeling that we need a reactor in order to get titanium. Because all of these aren't really looking like it. Unless we get this, which, I mean, it needs titanium regardless. Oh, actually, hold on. Smooth basalt gives us titanium oxide. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Oh my god. We're about to create a monster. So hold on. In terms of basalt, we could make some here, but we're making deep slate at the moment. Now, I don't think you could use deep slate in here, right? Well, I guess I could just press U on the deep slate, look for the dissolver, and then see what it does, right? So there's silicon, osmium, iron, gold, terbium, silver, Okay, hold on. Let me grab some of that out, right, and put it in the system. We want basalt. That is what we want. Some tasty basalt. It might not be the best option, but we want it regardless because we know it will give us some. So, let's try and get our hands on some. Obviously, this is probably the easiest way, an igneous extruder with some soul soil and stuff. So let's go ahead and... where can I place it? What do we have? I think I can place it here. I think that's the kicker. I can place one right there. So igneous extruder, it's going to need a servo. That's easy to do. It's going to need a Constantin gear. That's easy to do. We have an extruder. Beautiful. So underneath this will need to be, what did it say it was, sorry? It said soul soil. So we'll search soul and we'll grab out the soil. It is going to go underneath here. I guess we'll just place that there. That's easy. Let's go ahead and disconnect this, obviously. How are you? You're fine? Yep, perfect. Let's break you. Break you. Break you. You become... Oh, is the soul soil going to fall? You know what? I think it might. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Place that there. That should hopefully stop it from falling. I don't know if it does. I think it does. You know, I'm pretty sure. So I'll place that there. And then this guy needs some sort of ice. He is going to need blue ice. Nice. We can afford that. In fact, we should have it automated. Yep, we've got an insane amount. Place this here. This guy will now produce basalt. Beautiful. So, obviously, I want to upgrade this guy. So, can we get a resonant integral component? We would need a lot of stuff we can't afford. So that's a bit of a problem. What about a reinforced one? This one would need some signalum, which we could do. It's on the table. It's physically possible. It's just a little bit of a, I guess, a task. Unless we get an induction smelter and then everything's infinitely easier. Let's do that. I know we're jumping around a little bit here, but making an induction smelter is honestly a lifesaver for doing pretty much anything with like alloying and stuff like that. This will be a little bit annoying because we need some smooth stone. So we need to smelt up a little bit of stone. But once again, it's doable. It'll only take a few seconds. So let's search stone. Let's grab out 3 of that. I do have a temporary smeltery in here. This guy here, he's got a little bit of planks in him, so that'll be fine. Should be able to easily take care of that. By the way, in regards to our reactors, I've realized I built that turbine in a horrible spot. Reason being is, if I want to expand the size of this reactor to like get more polonium or something for like antimatter or whatever, we can only sort of go up easily. If I want to expand it outwards, like especially with all this stuff I've placed around, it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? Like we've really not future-proofed this at all. Realistically, we'll probably just decommission this and make a new one somewhere else, like in the mining dimension, for example. Where that's always daytime or something, because like that's just gonna be painful, you know what I mean? I actually saw something, hold on, I saw something in Old Mod 7, just normal, radioactive. Oh, you're lucky. There was a thing you could craft, and it was from one of the AE2 mods. It wasn't just AE2, it was like it might have been AE2 things. They had a radioactive cell. As in like a radioactive disc to store radioactive chemicals, I believe, because it was crafted using a toxic barrel. So that might be on the horizon, or it might be purposefully left out of here so that you can't sort of just easily hide away your reactor without, I don't know, without too much effort. So I don't know, it's an interesting thing to consider. All right, that stuff should be done. We should be good. Smooth stone, wonderful. That's going to be for the blast furnace. There we go. And then we have an induction smelter. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and grab our ender gates. We'll grab this guy out. Why not? This guy, I'll tell you what, he can sit in here. Why not? I mean, we're moving that stuff anyway, so it's fine. So, this guy. You know what? Let's hook him up with automation. We might as well, because that'll be really good. Grab this out. This guy's using 4 channels. We might be able to get away with just hooking it onto him. Over here, we have 25 being used, so we can definitely get away with that. So we're going to slap this down like that, and that should be fine. I could place it there, and the benefit of doing that means that I can just fly back up here. Perfect. So down here, we'll obviously want a stair, so we'll grab stone bricks. Wonderful. And we'll place it like that, and then we can still access our pattern. And it also makes it a little bit easier if I want to move that over there, which I kind of do. How difficult will that be to do? It'll actually be really easy to do. Really easy. For example, it'll be about this easy. I can slap him there. I can't pick up a osmium compressor, sadly, but that's fine. This stuff pretty much takes care of itself. We can pick him up, place him there, give him some of that. And he's already got the stuff in him. There you go. That makes it even easier. This stuff should still all be connected because obviously we're in the pipe under there. So we can do that. Pick you up, place you down, and place you down. Perfect. Nice. And now this room's a little bit tidier. Obviously, this side is still messy. Realistically, again, picking it up and moving it, not that difficult as we just saw. So, like, I could push all this stuff against the wall. Most of this stuff could be hidden, I imagine. And, like, this alloy kiln could be moved, and then there's, like, 1 block or 2 blocks we actually have to, like, try and reorganize. But, yeah, not bad ideas either way. So, what do we need? Well, we need patterns, obviously, for these alloys. So, I was trying to make a few things. One is a resonant integral component. I'd love to get that. Another one would probably be a flux linkage amplifier. This guy increases the speed of a machine. So, Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell you what, the main thing we probably want here are the alloys, right? So for example, electrum, we're going to want this recipe right here that uses silver and gold. But the benefit of the induction smelter is I believe we can get away with just using gold as it is. So we'll try that recipe out. Next up, well, I think that's pretty much the only alloy we need there, so that should be pretty easy to do. Next up would obviously be Enderium and Lumium, I believe. So we'll go in here, Lumium, perfect. So for the ender stuff, we're going to need this stuff here, which is going to be platinum, lead, and ender dust. Now, platinum, we do have, I guess we've got dust. Yeah, sure. We'll do this recipe. Yeah, we might, no, I am going to change it to platinum ingots because, sorry, I'm dropping stuff and making a bunch of noise. Because realistically, we want this stuff to be smelting. It's not at the moment, but we do want it to in the long term. And in terms of this, do we have a pulse grinder set up? Matter infuser, pulse grinder, ender dust. Yeah, okay, so that recipe is definitely doable. So, sure, we'll make this. Beautiful. Next up would be Lumium. Lumium is going to cost us, what is it? Glowstone, silver, and tin. Easy enough. Beautiful. Let's jump back in here then. So next up would be the reinforced integral. This guy's going to need electrum, which we already got the recipe for, and signalum. So we'll grab this recipe here. This stuff is going to cost us, what is it? Silver, copper, and redstone. Another pretty simple recipe. Beautiful. And then this other stuff is invar. We do have a lot of invar, but once again, we might as well just get the ability to auto-craft it, because why not? And that's going to cost us some iron in the form of, 2. Beautiful. So we've got all this. All of these just simply go underneath this. Then we open him up. We go into configuration. The bottom is input and output. So we want to do both. And we want it to auto output. So what that'll mean is when he's finished, he'll chuck his stuff back into this guy and he'll send them into the system. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The other thing we probably want to do for visuals is honestly probably slap this on the front because that's what we've got everywhere else. So it looks a little bit less weird. And I believe we're good. So realistically, the first thing we want is going to be flux linkage amplifiers, which means we're going to want some electrum in the form of, we've already got electrum? How much electrum do we have? Oh, we've got a decent amount. Let's go ahead and grab, I'll grab 6 for now. That should allow me to pretty much make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many lead we needed. Actually, yeah, we needed that much. 1, 2, 3. This should let me make 3 of these. Let's see. Perfect. And these can go in here, like so. And this guy should now be a lot faster. And that's obviously going to benefit us trying to make the rest of this stuff. Now, once again, we probably should just add the recipes since we do make a lot of this stuff. So first things first, resonant integral component. Easy. We've obviously got Enderium automated. We will need Lumium, and we will need hardened glass, and we will need reinforced integral components. So the Lumium gear, easy. It's going to cost us an iron nugget. Hopefully we have those automated. Not sure if we do. Easily fixed if we don't. Hardened glass is going to be a little bit trickier. It's actually going to be an induction smelting recipe. Yeah, easy. We'll grab that recipe. Perfect. We'll hook that up in a second. And then next up is this guy here. So we'll leave that for a second so I can put these recipes away. We'll take it a little bit slower this time around. Over here, in terms of empty crafting spots, I'm just saying, yep, this guy had some spots. There we go. So next up is this guy. So we'll grab that recipe. That's easy enough. He's going to need these gears and the hardened integral component. That's pretty much the main recipe. So once again, iron nuggets, that should be pretty easy. And then this component will also be quite easy. In terms of this, I think we already have golden gears auto-crafted. So that's honestly just done as far as I'm aware here. We'll chuck that stuff in. So now if I search resonant, can I actually order it? No way. Oh, I allegedly can. So I'm going to click start. What we should see, I would imagine a lot of, is this guy running, right? He's got a lot of work to do here. What I should do as well is make sure that I set this guy to not put in a crafting ingredient if the inventory already has one. That'll stop weird alloys being shoved into this machine. It'll make sure that only the right recipe goes in. It's honestly one of the best features of AE2. Just the ability to have it not push in ingredients if ingredients are already in there. It's so good. Yeah, it's genuinely so good. So we'll let this run. That should be fine. I am curious over here as well. We still don't have a lot of gravel or sand. And I mean, it's kind of fine because we don't even have full amounts in our system. So it is a little bit annoying, I guess, to a certain extent. To fix this, we would have to put more upgrades in here. which we can do. It's not the end of the world. Oh, and this guy's done. Cool. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this first guy in here, right? So that he can upgrade even more. So what he's going to do is I believe he does like 4 times everything else that was in the system, right? So now it's going to be really good. It's going to absolutely mow through the stuff. So if we go back and search for that resonant component, and we try and craft another one of these guys, and we look in here, it's now going a lot faster. You know what I mean? Like very fast. We're actually like crafting this thing in no time. Now what do we need this for? I'll be honest, I don't really remember. Oh, it was for the extruders over there, the igneous extruders. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, does this even work in these? Let's have a look. So this guy, if I right click here, oh, it actually does go in. So this guy's going to be going a lot faster. Is he? Oh, he's crafting more at once. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you love to see it. If I search hashtag igneous, no, I was going to see if there were more upgrades for it. Or actually just augment. What are they actually called? These like flux linkage amplifiers. They're not really called anything. We'll do at thermal and we'll just have a look at the recipes here because there are a bunch of upgrades and some of them are like machine specific. So if we look through here, one of these might be for the guy we have, the igneous extruder. I'm thinking probably not. Alright, yeah, I'm not too sure about that, so we'll probably just leave that as it is. But it does remind me a few things. What are those things? What realistically do I want to do here? There's a few things I want to do, but I can't think of them all at once right now. Okay. We do need a recipe for the flux linkage amplifier because we're probably going to be using these. These are also going to need lead gears and electrum plates and flux coils because I don't think we have those. No, we don't have those auto crafted. Lead gear, once again, pretty simple recipe. The electrum plate, I'm just going to do this recipe here. That should be pretty simple. And then the flux coil should also be nice and simple. So this should be fine. I believe we can craft all this stuff. You can go in there. I think that means this guy's full. We'll check behind. Yep, he's full. What about this guy? This guy's also full. Beautiful. Let's go to pattern provider. Grab this guy out. Slap him on top. Perfect. Yep, there we go. Slap those in. Beautiful. What was next? Well, I guess next is just ordering the stuff, right? Flux linkage amplifiers. Let's get 2 of you. See if they make it. You can only put 1 of these in, by the way. 1 of these integral components. So just, I guess, keep that in mind before you go crazy crafting a billion of them. But we can run over here. I think we can put them in. No, it's not looking like it. No, we can't put them in. So I'm not actually sure what upgrades we want to actually be putting in here, to be real with you. Yeah, not too sure. I mean, I'm sure there's something. I just don't know which one it is. Let me know which one it is, I guess. Now, this guy, obviously, we want basalt in the system. We want access to it. How are we going to do that? There's a few ways. A few ways I can think of, and not a few ways that work easily. So at the moment, what are you doing? The end stone is going up that way. This guy is making power, and he was making power because there was lava below him. Now there's no lava below him, so it's not really beneficial at all. So we now have access to 2 sides. Perfect. So what I wanted to do here is I want to have a QIO importer to import into the QIO system and a redstone adapter. So I'm going to slap this guy here and this guy here. I want to tell him, hey, with the basalt, when there is, how much do you reckon? 1,000? Yeah, sure. When there's 1,000 in the system, output a redstone signal to power this guy. And I'm going to have him, I don't actually know how this works then. How will I, disable, ignore, low. And then I need to have this guy, I don't know how to actually do this. So set him up. So he's hooked up. We've currently got 64 in the system. He's obviously not outputting a redstone signal. I need this guy to be inverted. But I don't know if there's a way to do that. It doesn't look like there's a built-in way to do it. You know what I mean? So we have a bit of a pickle. This guy we can control with redstone, and we're going to have to do that. That's going to have to be the way to do it. So we'll slap this guy on here. It looks weird, I know. Sadly, they don't have any like cool, I don't know, visual connection as far as I'm aware. But this guy, we want the same thing. So 1,000, right, storage. He's going to output a redstone signal. When he outputs this redstone signal, this guy below, this guy, by the way, he'll just stay on at all times. This guy, though, he will be set to inverted, meaning when he receives redstone, he will stop. He won't work. And all I'm going to do is hook him up to storage 1. And now we should see, yeah, we see basalt going into the system. We can, I don't know, help it along a little bit by putting the rest of this basalt in. Once it reaches 1000, it should stop. We can do a little test run by changing this to 350. And as you'll see, it'll hit 350 and no more will come in. This guy over here will keep filling up, but no more will enter the system because it's emitted the redstone. It works perfectly. Obviously, we'll put it back up to 1000 just so that we have a nice buffer in there. Yeah, cool. Works perfectly, like genuinely. So yeah, nice. It's not the prettiest setup, but it gets the job done and it's nice and compact. So what do we want to do over here? We have a few options, as per usual. I'm thinking we run A2 pattern providers underneath here in future preparation, you know what I mean? So I can put some recipes in there at the moment, I guess. Do I want to do that though? Or I genuinely don't know. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. I kind of want to just chuck some basalt in and just let it start running. So like, for example, chuck this in, let it do its thing. We can pause it. This is going to give us silicon. It's going to give us, it should give us a bunch of other stuff. It's just a really high percentage chance to give us silicon. Yep, so as you can see, we've got a little bit of calcium oxide. This thing should give us titanium oxide. That's what I believe we discovered, was basalt will give us a 2% chance, but it's a chance nonetheless of titanium oxide. Now, if we look through, there might be a higher percentage for one of these. Oh, ink. Wow. Okay. We should probably do that then. Hold on. How much ink do we have? We probably don't have much, do we? No, we don't have any. But if I go back and bookmark ink, what's our best option? A waterlogged sieve. And that could be a waterlogged flux sieve. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like this. Interesting. Flux sieve. Waterlog it, put sand in there, and then we're good. The problem is this just feels painful to make. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. It's sort of hurting my head thinking about making it. Because at the moment, what do we have? We have this over here. This is, I guess, producing all this stuff. We don't even have sand produced. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we do need to put these upgrades in here. At the moment, diamond upgrades. Let's search diamond upgrades. We don't even have them auto-crafted. Hold on. Let's sort something out right here. Let's search upgrade. Let's go ahead and bookmark this, and this. Okay. And let's get them all auto-crafted. Okay, so we're going to auto-craft this guy. Do we have netherite auto-craftable at the moment? No. Let's do that. Let's solve all these problems. Netherite, perfect. I'm trying to sort my inventory a little bit. So that's the netherite upgrade. From this guy, he needs diamond upgrades. That's pretty simple. And this guy needs gold upgrades. This is not simple. This guy's going to need a few things. First thing is cactus green dye. We don't really have that on demand. How do we get the cactus green dye? Well, it's from cactus, right? Or we could compact some nickel chloride. Of course we could. But realistically, we probably just want to smelt cactus, right? Or enrichment chamber cactus. Let's do that. In the cactus department, we have some. We can easily get more. That's not a problem. Next on the list is going to be the cyan terracotta. That can be done a number of ways. One is actually by using a world transmutation thingy. The other option is just crafting it, which is probably what we're going to do. So this will need a few things. One is terracotta, which we have auto-craftable. One is cyan dye, which we don't, but as we can see right here, we can, because in the blue dye department, we have some, but in the lapis department, we have infinite. So we're going to want to grab the recipe that makes blue dye and have that in our system too. Wonderful. So from here, enriching factory, we'll get the cactus recipe. The rest of these will go into that new guy we made up here. We might need a new one or not. Beautiful. That's all the patterns. Yep. Wonderful. In the cactus department over here, we have a few options again, all of which are messy. We're going to get a drawer. Just a normal one. Normal drawer, please. Just a drawer. Okay. We can't afford planks apparently. Planks? We can. Okay. We're going to grab a drawer. This guy is going to go pretty much right here. I guess we can place him here, sure. Drawer will go there. I know he looks beautiful. We can probably do a little bit of that. Maybe that makes it look a little bit better. And what do we want to do? Well, inside of him, we'll go cactus. Perfect. Next, we're going to get an item collector of some sort. It might have to be a vacuum hopper, which is fine. 1C absorption hopper, sorry. This guy's going to go on top. Oh, not like that. but almost like that, okay? Almost like that. So the cactus can go back there. Underneath the cactus, by the way, is snad. That's why it's growing so fast. And this absorption hopper, I guess, has to go in front. That's fine. Now, facing the south direction, it will output items. So when it picks up a cactus, the cactus will go in there. This guy will get a void upgrade. It's going to cost us another draw. So if I make a chest and place the chest there, we get a draw. Beautiful. Then I can hopefully search for my void upgrade. And what this will do is when it is full, it will void itself. It'll void all the extra cactus that goes in once we have 2,000 in there. Sounds pretty fair. From this point, what do we need? Well, what I could do, we have two options. One is if the network's close enough, we could just slap on a storage doohickey, which we probably can do. Over here, what are we connected to? We're connected to Lime. There's only 6 channels going in here, and our Lime network does have one extra spot, one channel remaining. So what I am going to do is I'm going to grab, if I can figure out how to spell, a bunch of these Fluix cables. We're going to grab a storage bus. If it'll let me craft it, we need slime. Oh my god. We're going to need a mushroom. I should automate this as well. I'll try and mentally remind myself to do that once I finish this little setup we're doing. We'll see what happens, because over here, like, it's just, boom, that's simple. That should be slime, perfect. That goes in there. Storage, boom, boom, boom. Okay, storage bus, perfect. So, underneath this guy, we are obviously going to want to break this. Perfect. It will get a storage bus, and then we just need to run this all the way to where it needs to go. But also, we're going to partition it so that it can only have cactus. That'll stop any accidental, like if it empties, it'll stop any problems, especially if we don't want to put in, if we don't want to lock it or something, which I'm probably going to lock it anyway. So I guess that's sort of just redundant, but it's fine. We can pick this up just for the visuals. See if I can make myself up here. Yep, perfect. So I don't know how this happened, but we can pretend that that was fine. Sure. So this guy, yeah, he's going to be picking up stuff. Is that a filter, do you think? Or do you think that's a tank? No. Okay. This guy's going to be picking up stuff, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Unless I fill him up preemptively. For example, he obviously can't put this stuff anywhere, so he'll only have one spot. But I mean, he's not going to... Nah, that won't work. Because then, yeah, it's just going to get clogged. Yeah, I don't know what else to do there in that case. Regardless, though, it's fine. Everything should work out in the end. What do we need now? We need the configuration tool to lock it. So I'm going to do that. It'll add a padlock. Perfect. We can put this away. We can put this away. Awesome. We can put this and that away. Sure. Now we need a farm cactus. How do we do that? Well, we have a few options. In terms of the range here, if we click show area, it does a pretty big area, as you can see. I can offset it, but all that'll do is just change where it's selecting as opposed to like making it smaller or anything, so we can hide that. Now, how do we break everything? It's honestly shockingly simple. Or at least I thought it was. I'm pretty sure you just need to place a block like next to here and it will farm it all. So, realistically, the thing could be up there. You know, that could work too. But what we want to do is place something there. So, for example, I might be able to grab panels. Like 4 panels to place around here. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, that's going to break the stuff, right? And to be honest with you, I kind of want to just quickly do this on all sides, right? Like that. I obviously want to pick up the guy in the middle. That should be fine. And then around here, can I use cactus, do you think? Hold on, no way. Can I do cactus? Oh, can you imagine if I could place cactus in here? What a beautiful block that would look like. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity for a beautiful cactus wall. Instead, we can, I guess, craft like that. Sure. Let's get some cactus, green cactus extra. Yeah, let's grab some of this and place that in there. Yeah, that looks great, doesn't it? So at the moment, obviously, not much is happening in the cactus department. This guy, in fact, is empty. He's got no cactus. He's waiting on cactus, but he's got none. How do we get it to grow? Well, if I actually hop back underneath, he's going to pick that up. That's fine. We can break this guy. This will obviously... Oh, this will drop the snad, which is a bit of a problem. I guess I can break this one then. Hold on. Everything's fine. Oh, I think he's doing it. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, as you can see, it's fine. We fixed it accidentally, but fixed it nonetheless. So I should be able to just place this guy back over here, and we fixed it. Yeah. So this guy is just going to literally make infinite cactus when he fills up. So when there's 2,000 cactus in here, it's just going to void the stuff. If we wanted to, we can put drawer upgrades in there. For example, you can get a netherite upgrade if you have a diamond, if you have a gold, if you have a copper. You could do that. We don't need 2,000's a lot. I think we're good. So I'll just leave that. That guy can do his thing. I was going to put a redstone clock or timer connected to the snad. That would speed it up, but that's fine. So I believe we're good, which means I believe we can actually... Oh, sorry. If we go back to upgrade, I should be able to order a diamond one. So I click order. It should start crafting. Realistically, in the perfect world, we should be able to find the one that has it in here. Yep, this guy here. So it's currently doing the terracotta. That's going to be mainly what? Smelting clay. So that's probably why it's taking a little while to do all the smelting. It does 4 at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at that. There we go. Diamond upgrade, right at the top of the list. Perfect. We actually want 2 of these, believe it or not. So we'll grab another one of these. And we want to place these in our sand production. So that's the middle one here. So he can grab that. That means this will start filling up with a bunch of gravel, which, I don't know. This guy hopefully shouldn't take too long. Once again, probably just waiting on that terracotta. And then we'll have a bunch of sand. And then we can use the sand to do whatever it was that we were going to do, which I sort of don't remember. Oh, yeah, we're going to waterlog a sieve and do that, which we can do. But I mean, yeah, we can just set it up right next to this, I imagine. I think. This is taking a long time. Oh, it's done. Oh, yeah, that's probably why it's taking a while. All right, we can chuck that in there. I can get out the extra gravel. That'll just, I don't know, help things along a little bit, I imagine. That can go in the system. So now, hopefully, we should have sand filling up the system. Obviously, this guy's going to fill up first. So he's at what? 330. A little bit gets taken out. He's now up to 46. So this guy will fill up, right? This guy will fill up, which means once he's full, this guy will fill up. Perfect. If we want the same with gravel, it looks like gravel's fine, to be honest. I think we're good. We could probably do with more, but once again, probably fine. What's next? The sieve. Yeah, do you think we can do that this episode? I reckon we can try. Worst case, we can't, I guess. I guess that makes sense. We'll craft some of that. Grab you, place you there. Perfect. Flux sieve. Okay. Now, he needs to be waterlogged. And that's sort of... I'm not too sure how we go about doing that. I'll obviously want to grab a chest. Can we craft some of these? We can. Beautiful. I'd like one. Place him there. Place the sieve here. How does this work? Okay, so that does work. It makes a mess, which is, I guess, to be expected. To solve this, we might have a bit of a loophole. I might be able to just place ender gates around it, which, listen, it might not look the prettiest, but it should work. And I mean, that's the main thing, right? So wait for this stuff to craft. It crafts pretty quickly, to be completely honest with you. It's very, very nice. Very good recipes. We should be able to make this. Just waiting on this last cell, which shouldn't take that long. So oh, there we go. Yep. I was like, that's a little bit weird. Craft him. Perfect. Craft another one of these things. Realistically, let's get like a bunch of these. We use them so often. It's shocking that we don't have them maintained or anything. But what I'm thinking is, can I just place these all around? I know there's a lot, but does that mean I can then... Yeah, look, I can put water in there, and it looks very ominous, but it's in there. Waterlogged with water, believe it or not. So now we can grab mesh. We are going to want to upgrade one of these flint meshes all the way. So we'll grab him out. Grab diamond. We might as well go the whole way. I don't think there's a reason not to. We'll obviously want a little bit of netherite. That should be quick and easy. Chuck this guy in the smithing table over here. Boom, boom. Netherite mesh. Perfect. So this guy's good to go. Open him up. Chuck him in. Wonderful. And then we'll just grab our QIO stuff. So importer and exporter. QIO. Importer. Exporter. The importer goes on the bottom. The exporter goes on the top. This guy, I mean, he's good to go, so we can just hook him up. This guy on the top is also pretty much good to go. We just need to add in the filter, which I think was just going to be sand. Has this guy got any lit yet? Oh, almost. We barely missed it, but we'll grab a little bit of sand out. Here we go. Open him up. Obviously, we want to put item stack of sand in here. And I mean, that's genuinely it. So we click start. This guy's going to fill up rapidly, which is awesome. And he will start sifting it. So we should get, if we're lucky, what we want, which is obviously an ink sac, which we've got one already. I think we didn't have one before, so I think that's genuinely what we wanted. But more importantly, we can probably put in an upgrade. So let's grab another one of these, get him cooking. Now, if we went to netherite, we could. It would cost a lot more power. So that's sort of why we're not doing that. And I mean, it would be insane. We would have so much stuff. We would genuinely need to upgrade this guy, which I still want to do, but we would have to, you know what I mean? Whereas at the moment, it's sort of like, yeah, we'll get to it. So we'll chuck him in there. Now we're processing, 16 at a time, so we're doing a lot more, which means in the ink department, we're getting a lot more, which is awesome because I can run over here, and that titanium we wanted at the start of the episode, I think, is that some? No, that's some iron. Do we have like a library? You know what I mean? Like, is there somewhere I can just store all this stuff? There really just isn't, is there? All right, well, I'll just chuck it in there then. But in here, we can put ink, and this will literally give us titanium oxide. And then to make that titanium ingot, I think we just needed the dust, which we get in a compactor with 16. So that's pretty cool, because I've got that, and we've got a compactor here. So I chuck this in. Oh, what? Do I have to put in the perfect amount? Compactor. Am I crazy? Titanium ingot, titanium dust, compactor. Oh, it needs to be titanium. Sorry, I need to dissolve the oxide. Yeah. Okay, that's my bad. I need to. Is it really just in the dissolver again? No way. Is it? Hold on. How crazy am I? Titanium. Yeah, it is in the. This dissolver gets used a lot. So we can chuck this stuff in here. And as you can see, it just gives us titanium. Then we go in the compactor and chuck that in. And then we need 16 of that. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. So we've got all this. And then that'll be one piece. Okay? One piece. I know, listen, I know there's probably a lot more to go, but that is one piece of the Nether Star. If we want to actually make this. We'll need a lot of it. But here it is. Titanium. In fact, we don't even need to compact it because we just needed the raw titanium. So, cool. Ink sacs to titanium. That's one step done, right? Cool. Yeah, awesome. We can actually probably pretty much clear this entire runway up here. Let's hold A and get rid of all this stuff. There we go. Let's go ahead and bookmark this. Go back in here. We don't need titanium anymore, so we need one of these things. But that's awesome. Yeah, cool. So realistically, Wither Skeleton Skulls would be perfect to get our hands on all this stuff, because otherwise we need a fusion controller to do some of this stuff. This guy over here, we could dissolve chorus or some other stuff that I don't really know. Some purpur. Probably chorus. Chorus will be easy to do. We can definitely get some chorus. That'll be fine. That'll be for the Rubidium or whatever that is. Next up is Dysprosium, and that can just be stone bricks. I mean, doesn't get much easier than that. Chuck a little bit of stone in there, get some good stuff. What is it, the rafter? We're after this brown one, which is that one at the bottom. Okay, so DY is what we're after. And the percentage is 0.96, unless we put in this, which is obviously a dust, so it's probably already that. An ingot of the stuff, obviously. Cobbled, you get less, a lot less, an insane amount less, so we do want to put some sort of stone in there. Yeah, it looks like we just want to put stone in. Like stone bricks, or I think it's just stone works. Because I'm looking at all the numbers and, yeah. To be honest, where was it? This is just stone. Yeah, stone 0.96, that's what we want to do. So that'll be nice and easy. This guy's going crazy. We're getting a lot of stuff here. So that guy's taken care of. That is stone. Easy. So all the difficult part is going to be this stuff, the Mendelevium. We can take the easy route, which is Wither Skeleton Skull, or next episode, which might be fun, we can have a crack at one of these. Try and get a fusion reactor going, try to chuck something in here. You know, I'm sure there's some easy way to get our hands on some of this stuff. Yeah, cool. I reckon that's really fun. I actually quite enjoy this mod already. Yeah, I reckon that's really cool. So anyway, I think that's it for this episode. It's constantly nighttime as well. I definitely need to work on making it daytime. I forget what it is. It's a ritual thing. It's this guy here, the ritual guy with Tablet of Sunrise. And I mean, that's pretty easy to do. We definitely need to do that at some point. But yeah, regardless, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully maybe you learned a thing or two, or maybe just had some fun. It's a fun game, so hopefully it's pretty fun to watch. Setting up this stuff's pretty good. We definitely have a lot of ink rolling in now, so if we need more titanium, hey, we've got it covered. And there's a lot you can do with these. Like, realistically, if we just have all the stone and like pretty much every resource that we can generate an infinite amount of, right? Just constantly being dissolved and put into the system, we could have just like a massive like lab just full of all these machines hooked up with every recipe imaginable, where I could go like, I don't know, on any random page and like, well, I guess these aren't good pages, but like I could click on anything. Like I could be like, hey, I'd like a controller, click order, and it'll be like, oh yes, I will create the wood out of thin air. I'll create this out of thin air. I'll just create everything. And I'll put it all together. And that sounds really fun. And you know what else is pretty cool? The sun is like literally, it's glowing off of these and like doing a little bit of green as it shines through, I think. Really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. This is sort of why I wanted to use like the iron bars, is because you get some very nice visuals as it shines through. It's very nice. In regards to these over here, I don't know which one we want to get. This shadow is... Does the sun not shine through it? I can't tell. I can't tell if the sun's actually like able to reach there. It might not be. It might not be. Maybe I'll have to place some glass on this side to see how it works. But it is fun to build around shaders, you know what I mean? And trying to get like something that looks visually beautiful. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Genuinely. Thank you for supporting the channel, the community, the servers that we play on. Thank you for just supporting in general and watching the video. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I think you guys are. I'm sure you are. In regards to new mod packs, let's be honest, we're on a bit of like an all the mods train at the moment. For as long as I still enjoy it, and for as long as you guys still enjoy watching it, we're pretty much just going to keep rolling with it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's obviously, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the issue. I really enjoy the game. You know what I mean? Like, I could go back and do a playthrough of Crash Landing or Agrarian Skies, and I would have fun. You know what I mean? I'd have fun, but I would also just have fun playing all the mods 8. You know what I mean? So it's sort of just whatever the people want, realistically. And obviously new mods coming out. And to be honest, actually, I don't know if I could go back. Now that we've got shaders that run this well, that I can toggle off and on in an instant, the fact that my frame rate is as high as it is playing in a big mod pack with a base that's built entirely around like where I'm currently like living, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like super spread out so my frames are fine. The fact that you can do that in these latest versions of Minecraft with the mods that they've got, it's going to be really difficult to go back. I'll be honest with you. So it's sort of like, I'm almost going to be following these mods around. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a crazy time to be alive. In terms of all the mods 8, which obviously I'm planning on getting started eventually, my current goal is once I get the ATM star in all the mods 7, that's sort of my ideal goal. I don't know if we'll get there. I mean, I think we will. I hope we will. And I also don't know if when we get there, if, you know, all the mods 8 will be stable. You know what I mean? Like, I think it is at the moment, but like, I don't know. I don't know whether I'll look at it and go, oh, I feel like I'll just be doing the same thing. Because I think there's meant to be a few new mods going in there. Like, I think Thorncraft is making a return. I really want to get into that, hopefully. Hopefully that's fun. And I think there's some other mods as well, which I can't think of on the top of my head, but it's very fun. I love the game. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.